Say, can you see by the dawn's early lights what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. On the rockets red fled, the bombs bursting, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Please be seated. Good afternoon. To the administrators, teachers, parents, and friends. Seguin High School welcomes the commencement ceremony for the class of 2015. My fellow students, we only arrived here 4 short years ago, and now it's already time to leave. It seems like only yesterday that we were freshmen fighting with the locks in our lockers, trying to figure out where our next class was, and looking generally clueless to all the upperclassmen. But now we are the upperclassmen, the seniors who stand here ready to graduate and to move forward in the world. But yet, at this sentimental moment, we can't help but look back. In 2011, this assembly of seniors entered the halls of Seguin High School as a determined, strong-willed, and classy group of students. And still to this day, none of those characteristics have wavered. We moved from being those eager freshmen to becoming sophisticated sophomores who thought they had it all figured out. When we reached our junior year, we were confident and we were prepared to take over for the graduating seniors. We couldn't wait to rule the school. But now here we stand. Our rule is over. And we must now measure the time that we've enjoyed these last 4 years as Cougars. Seniors, we've laughed together, cried together, prayed together, and we've worked together. And on this very day, June 6th, the Juan Seguin High School class of 2015 is graduating together.
Oh, beautiful
Good afternoon. My name is Alyssa Alvarado, and I am the class of 2015 Student Body Vice President. I am here to announce our special guest. We would like to welcome Dr. Marcelo Cavazos, Superintendent of Schools, and Mr. Michael A. Hill, Assistant Superintendent of Administration. Welcome school board members, Ms. Jamie Sullins, Board President, Dr. Aaron Reich, Vice President, Mr. John Hibbs, Secretary, Ms. Keisha Mays, Assistant Secretary, Ms. Polly Walton, Trustee, Ms. Kristen Hudson, Trustee, and Mr. Bowie Hogg, Trustee. We would like to welcome our Elite 8 principals, Ms. Rhonda Greer, Principal of Ashworth Elementary, Mr. David Dillard, Principal of Beavency Elementary, Ms. Susie Mitchell, Principal of Beckham Elementary, Ms. Nicole Turnip Seed, Principal of Piercy Elementary, Mr. Robert Cox, Principal of Fitzgerald Elementary, Mr. Mark Kamla, Principal of Williams Elementary, and Ms. Laura Thurston, Principal of Ferguson and Owsley Junior High Schools.
Good afternoon. My name is Kara Batko, and I am the class of 2015 Student Body Secretary. I am here to announce Seguin's counselors and administrators. Our counselors are Ms. Alicia Curry, Ms. Carolyn Hammonds, Ms. Misty Kilgore, Ms. Shayla Pratt, Mr. Scott Wells, and Ms. Heather Williams. Our administration consists of Mr. Samuel D. Nix, Principal of Seguin High School, Ms. Kirsten Lundeen, Academic Assistant Principal, Ms. Stephanie Bonneau, Advanced Academic Assistant Principal, Mr. Anthony Terrell, Senior/Sophomore Assistant Principal, Mr. Rick Humes, Junior Assistant Principal, and Mr. Brian Bird and Ms. Tambia Wesco, Freshman Assistant Principals.
It is my honor to introduce our 2015 salutatorian, Hillary Bowie. Hillary is the daughter of Vian Bowie and Tam Doe. I would like to ask Hillary's parents to please stand. Thank you. Thank you for supporting your daughter through the ups and downs of high school. I would also like to recognize Hillary's brother, Anthony. Anthony is a former Seguin graduate. Go ahead and stand, Anthony. Anthony will be the first college graduate in Hillary's family. Hillary was raised in Arlington and attended Piercy Elementary and Owsley Junior High before attending Seguin. She is highly intelligent, creative, and focused. Hillary has always been determined to succeed in everything she does. Her art teacher, Mrs. Roberson, describes her as a quiet, gentle, creative spirit. She is focused and approaches her goals with quiet determination. Mr. Crocker says she has dedicated herself to acquiring knowledge, not just grades. Hillary is a great example to others. She's respectful and caring and is dedicated to her studies. Hillary has excelled in academics, especially in the sciences. She says she loves science and math because she likes having a definite solution. Hillary has also excelled in art, having taken AP Art for the past 3 years. She loves to relax and paint while listening to music. I've been impressed with Hillary's maturity and pleasant personality. When I first began helping Hillary with her schedule this year, she was forced to make some difficult decisions due to scheduling conflicts. She made the best of it and stayed focused and to continue to raise her GPA. Hillary's future plans include attending UTA to major in biology. Her career goal is to become a dentist and specialize in cosmetic dentistry. It is with great pleasure that I introduce to you our 2015 salutatorian, Hillary Bowie.
First off, I would like to thank my senior counselor, Ms. Curry, for the wonderful introduction. I'd also like to thank my arms, because they're always beside me. And I'd like to thank my legs, because they always support me. And I'd like to thank my fingers, because I can always count on them. And why did I start my speech like that? Well, I guess I should thank the Coach Crocker for helping me with my intro. Additionally, I would like to thank my principal, Mr. Nix. I would also like to thank my other counselors and principals and also teachers for their support throughout the years in elementary, middle, and high school, because they helped make today my day and our day. I remember walking into the halls of Seguin for the very first time. Everyone referred to us as the little fishies of the school. We were stepping into a new world, full of surprises, not knowing of the struggles we would soon get ourselves into. Our first year as freshmen flew by too quickly because we were just having a blast in this new and fulfilling world. Everything was easy and basically spoon-fed to us. Then came sophomore year, when the homework loads started to pile and responsibilities gained up on us. We were all growing familiar with procrastination, and time management became the hardest task ever. And by junior year, we let these responsibilities slide past too easily, not giving a care. This was the beginning of when my naps started to count as my sleep hours. I'm pretty sure by then, everyone's soul was tired and ready for the day we got to walk across the stage. And by senior year, we were all diagnosed with the ever-contagious disease, senioritis, even though the teachers all told us to be careful not to catch it. Right now, we near the end of our journey. Not only did we struggle with getting things done, we also had the hardest time finding out who we really were and what we wanted to become of ourselves during these past years in high school. It was the most difficult decision we would ever have to make, by far. But now, I can proudly say that we have risen past this obstacle. Graduates, I am glad we are all here today to celebrate. And for the people with the short attention spans who are starting to ask, is she done yet? Can I just get my diploma already? Please bear with me just for another moment. I now want to take out this time for you all too, to remember to thank your parents and loved ones too for their amazing support of your accomplishments. And for myself, I would like to thank my best friends who have been through the ups and downs of this roller coaster I call high school. And with that being said, I surely have to thank, in no particular order, Diana, Tran, Vivian, Damie, Mai, Shayla, and Carmen. We never before imagined the past 4 years of our lives to be like this. You all put the shine in my sun. Last, but certainly not the least, on a more personal note, I'd like to thank my mom and my dad for all that they've done for me these past 18 years of my life. I also can't forget my brother Anthony, who's given me guidance through the high school maze. My family and also extended family members have truly spoiled me with endless love and support until this day. I want to thank you enough, and I know I don't say this enough, but I love you all. And to end my note, for everybody and my classmates, keep up the hard work because you've made it this far. We've made it, class of 2015. This accomplishment truly lies in the palm of our hands now, and the future is just a reach away. Pave the way to success, but also remember to remain humble. Inspire to do great, and do great to inspire. Thank you.
Good morning. It is my esteemed pleasure to introduce your 2015 valedictorian, Naomi Hyder. For the past 2 years, I have had the joy of working with Naomi as her high school counselor. At this time, I would like to acknowledge Naomi's parents, Nasarul and Zadahana Lazu, and siblings Neelam and Hashem. Will you please stand? At this time, we want to take a moment to honor each of you for your support and motivation you have given Naomi throughout her life. You are commended. From kindergarten to senior year of high school, Naomi has always had a curiosity to learn and an enthusiasm to understand. In junior high school, she received runner-up in the district-wide spelling bee and was awarded the Principal's Award for being an outstanding student. Since then, she has participated in UIL spelling, math, and computer science, earned the President Charter Scholarship and the AP Scholar Award. Although educational opportunities may be handed to us, Naomi has seized the opportunity by taking all honors and advanced placement courses in her entire core curriculum throughout high school. All of these achievements are examples of dedication, passion, ambition, and resilience. These attributes are admired, and we are honored to witness a student who has consistently carried herself with such esteem. Next fall, Naomi will attend University of Texas at Arlington and pursue her aspirations, majoring in biomedical engineering. Naomi would someday like to help people who are in need of artificial organs. At this time, it is with great honor and pride to introduce your 2015 valedictorian, Naomi Hyder.
Thank you, Ms. Williams, for that wonderful introduction. Good afternoon, family members, graduates, teachers, faculty, and honored guests. I've been looking forward to this momentous moment for a very long time. It is a tremendous honor for me to be able to speak with all of you today. This graduation that is about to unfold before you is the climax of our young lives. But no one could have ever done it if there was not some loving support and assistance. I thank God for He has blessed me and privileged me by allowing me to convey this speech to the people that I love and to my fellow graduates as your valedictorian in the class of 2015. I want to thank my parents, who I hold very dear to my heart and encourage me the most. Since my early childhood, they have always shown me how crucial education is for my life. My mom especially has contributed a great deal to my growth. She was my first teacher when I was a young child and has helped me grow to understand how to work diligently and set high standards to achieve. Without this initial motivation, I definitely would not be where I am today. My dad has also contributed a great deal to my upbringing. He knows how important my education is to me and does as much as he can to help me achieve my lifetime goals and dreams. It is the best thing to achieve something and have someone, like my parents, to congratulate you and express their love and happiness. I also have wonderful siblings to be there for me. My youngest brother, Hashem, is always lots of fun and helps me relieve my stress whenever things get tough. He's always funny and inspiring, and his cuteness and laughs are enough to cheer me up at the end of a long day. My older brother, Neelam, is always willing to help me on my homework whenever I need it and give me advice. He's a hardworking college student and passes on his knowledge to me so I can improve as a student and study habits and character. Thanks to him, I will be able to truly understand what is waiting for me in college. I'm also grateful for my relatives, Pupu and Nijabaya, for coming, and my other relatives who are watching live online in Bangladesh and elsewhere right now. Thank your Wazir uncle and Salima auntie for coming to my graduation as well. Of course, I cannot go through the speech without acknowledging the teachers that I've had over the years, from kindergarten to high school. Teachers are marvelous people due to their sincerity, encouragement, and generosity. They're the ones who truly care about our future. We're treated like we're their own children, which is why they strive to educate us in multiple topics that can help us achieve our goals and dreams. Their time with us is priceless. I can never forget the occasion of when I was qualified to attend the Star Luncheon. In the luncheon, we celebrated the bond between teachers and students and recognized how much that played a role in our education and our lives. Teachers are a true inspiration to us all, and we must not, no matter how far we go in life, forget their love and cooperation. My friends were a great help too. They lightened me up every day and congratulated me on every achievement, big or small, and relieved my stress when it was most needed by being able to share a laugh. I'm extremely grateful to have so many people to encourage me, and as John F. Kennedy says, as we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. We all had motivation from multiple people, and they have held our hands and helped us up whenever we fell. But now we're all going off to college. After this graduation, we will have to let go of most of the attention and care that used to hold us up before, for we are maturing into adults in this growing, enormous world, full of ups and downs, ins and outs, and we must find our own way through it all. I believe fully that the only way to survive college and overall in life is to gain and sustain motivation. We should carry a momentum that should be the driving forces of our studies and help us to reach as close to the pinnacle of success as possible. The fact that we humans have the ability and potential to learn about the world around us to a higher degree than any other organism in this planet should be a fact that is incredible enough to inspire us to discover the world around us and even ourselves. This gift should be properly used and facilitates a desire to learn just for the sake of gaining knowledge. I hope to study hard and achieve a higher education so I can commit myself to this community and world through my career. All of us are able to work hard, and that, along with motivation, will be enough to drive us all into the right path. As said by Aristotle, even though the roots of education are bitter, the fruit is sweet. We must go through it in order to prepare for life itself and be able to change the world. Hopefully, our generation will be able to make the differences in the problems facing humanity. Thank you.
Good afternoon, members of the board, administrators, faculty, parents, and my class of 2015. There's a good reason they call these ceremonies commencement exercises, for graduation is not the end, it is only the beginning. In Dr. Seuss's "Oh, the Places You'll Go," it reads, "And will you succeed? Yes, yes you will, indeed, 98 3/4% guaranteed. Kid, you'll move mountains." Class of 2015, we will be successful because we've been led by the greatest, by a man who has taught us to stay prepared, to take action, to go beyond success, and to aim for greatness, and most of all, help one another. Dr. Cavazos is a man of intellect, innovation, and compassion. He is always ready to lend a listening ear concerning the empowerment of students, the quality of our education, and the continued strength of the Arlington Independent School District. Dr. Cavazos holds a bachelor's degree and a master's degree from the University of Texas Pan America and a doctorate from the University of Texas at Austin. Hook 'em horns. It is with my greatest honor that I present to you Dr. Marcelo Cavazos.
Well, good afternoon, and thank you so much, all the guests that were able to join us today. Seguin class of 2015, congratulations. As you are preparing yourself now to come across this stage in a few minutes, just want to share with you a few thoughts about the rest of your journey. Don't forget that you've already come through part of your journey and you've learned some things that will help you be successful the rest of your life. You've learned how to study, you've learned discipline, you've learned how to focus on something that's important to you, your family, your friends, and all of us. Your studies have taken you this far. Don't forget, as you continue your journey, that you are well prepared. In fact, you are exceptionally prepared because you attended the Arlington Independent School District, and you attended Seguin High School. I'd like for you to take a moment to thank all the family and friends that were able to join you today. If you would give them a round of applause to show your appreciation, seniors. And you've accomplished much thus far, but you know that the accomplishments you have are not because you've done it all by yourself. As your great speakers have said before me, you've accomplished this because you've had support. You've had support from some outstanding teachers, principals, counselors, etc., your parents, your friends. They've supported you, and they've taught you yet another lesson. And that lesson is that as you reach for your success, over and over, as you reach for your success once you cross the stage, don't forget to reach back and help someone else. Help your brother, your sister, your cousin, your friend, your neighbor, or be a role model. Be a role model to young people that see you here today, and give them inspiration to continue their education, to continue to do the right thing, so that someday they may be sitting where you're sitting. Seniors, I'm very proud of you, and I am blessed to represent 64,000 students in our school district and 8,000 employees. And on behalf of all of those individuals, I sincerely congratulate you for what you've accomplished, and I wish you the very, very best as you continue your journey, because I know that you will be successful and you'll change the world. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Once again, my name is Dylan Gladney, and I will be singing Run Till I Finish for the class of 2015.
I have decided, determined I'm competed, that I'll no matter the cost, 'cause I have decided, determined I'm competed, that I'll run, even though at times I may get lost. I'm going to finish my race. I'm gonna take my proper place in the winning circle. I'm going to run anyway. I don't know where or when or how, but I know that I'm going to make it. I'll run this race, nestled safely in amazing grace. I made up my mind, and I don't have much time, but I'll run till I finish. I'm going to run this race. I'm gonna take my proper place in the winning circle. I'm going to run anyway. I don't know when, I don't know when or how, but I know that I'm going to make it. I'll run this race now so safely in amazing grace. I made up my mind, and I don't have much time, but I'll run till I finish. Oh, I'm made up in my mind. I don't have much time,
but I'm gonna run till I finish. I made up in my mind, I don't have much time, but I'll run till I finish. Thank you. I'll let Dylan handle that there. All right. President Sullins, members of the school board, Dr. Cavazos, parents and guests, it is my distinct honor to welcome you to the graduation ceremony for the Seguin High School senior class of 2015. I would like to recognize the teachers, counselors, and staff of Seguin High School for your dedication and your commitment. Your contribution to the educational advancement of these students will be felt for years to come. I'd like to thank the senior sponsors, Mariana Ellis and Cheryl Spear, for your dedication and hard work in ensuring that these students enjoy and experience an unforgettable year. I would like to thank the Elite 8 principals for your leadership, for your guidance, and for your commitment to ensuring that not only these graduating seniors, but for the ones that are upcoming, come to us with a solid foundation. And I'd like to take a moment to recognize one of our feeder school principals, Mr. Robert Cox, principal of Fitzgerald, who this will be his last year after 36 years in education and 26 years as a principal. Mr. Cox. Congratulations, parents, family members, and friends of the class of 2015. Your support, your sacrifices, and your guidance has been instrumental in helping each of these young people get to where they are today. This has been a graduating class that has achieved and excelled in every area. They have represented their schools, their families, and most importantly, themselves very well. They have exhibited academic excellence, school spirit, integrity, and have set a lasting example of leadership for their underclassmen to follow. As evidence of their commitment to the aforementioned values, I'd like to list just a few of their accomplishments. As you came in, you heard the Cougar Band. Our Cougar Band this year received sweepstakes in UIL marching contest. The Varsity Band received sweepstakes concert and sight reading contest. The Wind and students from this group also received sweepstakes as members of the full orchestra. Our band had 60 students make first division at regional solo contests, with 31 qualifying for state champion. Our choir, UIL State Solo and Ensemble, had 12 first division ratings and 11 second division ratings. From this graduating class was named the best actor for the UIL one-act play. Our girls basketball were District 14 5A champions, by-district champions, area champions, regional quarterfinalists, and the Elite 8 quarterfinalists, regional finalists. A member of this graduating class is a Dell Scholarship recipient. Where's Jacob? This senior class has amassed over 4,000 hours of community service. And although not seniors, this year was the first year for our school. With our support and the support of these seniors, that our Seguin girls track brought home our school's first state championship. Of the 370-member senior class that's graduating today, there were 310 college acceptance letters. And this senior class has amassed more than $4.5 million in scholarships and financial aid. At this time, I want to take just a minute to recognize any senior that will be joining the armed forces to stand as I call the branch of which you will serve, and please remain standing so that we can honor you. Those of you who will be joining the United States Air Force, please stand. Those of you who will be joining the United States Army, please stand. Those of you who will be joining the United States Navy, please stand. Last but certainly not least, those of you who will be joining the United States Marine Corps, would you please stand? Seniors, we want to thank you for the commitment that you're about to make. Your country thanks you. Seguin and I and everyone here applaud you for your bravery. Thank you. Now, I'd briefly like to just comment to you guys. You've heard a lot of words of wisdom from your peers, from leaders of the school community, not only today, but leading up today, from your parents, from your friends, from your support system. Words of motivation, words of encouragement, words of comfort, but most appropriately, words of advice. The reason that we are investing these words of advice into you is because we realize one thing. And I heard this last evening as I attended one of your peers' graduating ceremonies that they had at their home or at a venue. I believe it was their brother and their cousin that said to them, all of the things that you've done in high school, all of the service awards that you have, and your GPA and everything that you've done, all of that is admirable. We're not taking anything away from you. But remember this graduation is not the end of anything. It's the beginning. And so all of those things meant a lot, and although they mean a lot, and although you earned them, you still have a lot of life left ahead of you, and you can't take your attendance rate from high school to your job. And you can't take your GPA from your math class to your college class. And so there are some decisions that you're going to have to make, and that's what I want to briefly talk to you about, all of the words of wisdom that have been poured into you. The reason why is because when you cross this stage, you're going to have to make some decisions. And when you go to college, you're going to have to make some decisions. And when you're off on your own, you're going to have to make some decisions. And those decisions will affect the rest of your life, negatively or positively. And so please take heed to the words of wisdom that have been given to you today, from your parents, from your friends, from your support staff, from your superintendent, from your salutatorian, from your valedictorian, from your teachers, from me. Because we want you to be successful. So my challenge to you is this, to embrace the words of wisdom that have been provided to you. Continue making decisions that have led you here today. And never forget that you are an individual with a standard of excellence because you are a graduate of Juan Seguin High School. At this time, would all candidates for graduation please stand? President Sullins, School Board, Dr. Cavazos, the students who have met all state and local requirements as set forth by the Texas Education Agency and the Arlington Independent School District are hereby certified to you as candidates for graduation and will receive a high school diploma with all of the rights and privileges that this diploma carries by law. By the authority invested in me as principal, I proudly proclaim them as graduates of Juan Seguin High School. Would the first row please remain standing to receive your diplomas?
Alexa Danielle Aguilar, recommended. Alan Omar Aguirre. Jolisha Octavia Ayegialoa, recommended. David Charles Albert, recommended. Roland Aldape II, magna cum laude, distinguished. Jacoby James Alexander, recommended. Athra Al-Herbi, recommended, avid, 3-year graduate. Caitlin Nicole Alvarado, recommended. Nyoka Stacy Raquel Anderson, cum laude, recommended. Brian Barak Arwa. Zachary Mark Acevedo. Zaira Janeth Baeza. Imari Tremon Bagby Griffin. Tyron DeAndre Baker, cum laude, recommended. Johnny Ballard, recommended. Isis Daniela Barbosa, recommended. Malik Kenyetta Barnes, recommended. Jordan Anthony Barranco Kim, recommended. Isaiah Keith Battles. Jose Andres Bautista, recommended, avid graduate. Naveen Bawab, magna cum laude, distinguished. Lajay Israela Joy Beatty, recommended. Daniel Ross Beavers, magna cum laude, recommended. Bethany Page Belders, recommended. Madison Marie Baceda, recommended. Tierney Lizzie Binford Swanson, cum laude, distinguished, avid graduate. Randy Lynn Bivens, cum laude, recommended. Christina Renee Blackman. Christian Kweku Ode Boafo, recommended. Brandon Joseph Bonner, recommended. Perry Booker Jr., recommended. Jonathan Paul Brantley, recommended. Clement Botang Brefo, cum laude, recommended. Lauren Elise Bristol, recommended. Kiefer Ryan Browder, recommended. Kiana K. Brown, recommended. Gabriella Liz Buju, recommended. Mark Limar Birch. Louis Jamar Burns, recommended. Denise Sherelle Burton, recommended. Mariana Cadena Martinez, cum laude, recommended. Liliana Celia Maria Campos, distinguished. Danya Esmeralda Campos Vega, recommended. Adam Joshua Cardona, recommended. Daniel Cardona Jr., recommended. Demare Alexis Carrier, recommended. Jacob Carter, recommended. Suzette Castaneda, recommended. Francisco Javier Castillo, recommended. Christian Castro Guzman. Jose Luis Castroita. Julio Arturo Catano. Caitlin Megan Chappell, distinguished. Roddy Lee Chavez. Kiana Chanel Clark. Alexis Janae Clader, recommended, avid graduate. Kadrian Kiera Clark. Brianna Paige Colley, recommended. Zachary Aaron Collins, cum laude, recommended. Fabian Levante Comanche. Byron Lamont Craven, Jr. Mark David Crespo. Randy Cruz, recommended. Manuel Cruz Guajardo. Jonathan Tyler Cunningham, recommended. Shakindra Renee Darty, recommended. Catherine Grace Davidson, recommended. Alicia Tiana Simone Davis, recommended. Seth Aaron Davis. Dominique Victoria Davis Mancuso, magna cum laude, distinguished. Sierra Lachey Dawkins, recommended. Brianna Marie De La Cruz Jensen, recommended. Mark Anthony De La Cruz, recommended. Natalie Del Prado, cum laude, distinguished. Victoria Gabrielle Delaney, recommended. Diego Delgadio, recommended. Dennis Wade Donosky II, magna cum laude, distinguished. Willie Henry Denson III, recommended. Samani Elise Devine, recommended. Frank Diaz, recommended. Daniel Tien Doe, recommended. V. Doe, magna cum laude, recommended. Money Doherty. Brighton Alexandria Dunning, recommended. Jonathan Jovor, cum laude, recommended. Rebecca Lee Elliott, magna cum laude, distinguished. Keith Devon Else. Obina Tamu Ime, cum laude, recommended. Kayla Ray Engelbert, recommended. Iram Escobedo, recommended. Jennifer Melissa Escobar Mezu, cum laude, recommended. Jordan Kathleen Escobar Smith, distinguished. Levante Glenn Evans. Ian Christopher Fell, cum laude, distinguished. Braden Andrew Ferdinandson, recommended. Christopher Scott Flair. Moses Agandia Falifak. Jesse J.R. Ford, recommended. Jasmine Simone Fuchsia, recommended. Tierra Aubriana Freeman, recommended. Zane Marsh French, recommended. Xavier Dion Fricks, recommended. Diana Fuentes, recommended. Kieran Funderburk. Kent Fuselier, recommended. Michael Anthony Galvan, recommended. Denise Janelle Garcia Escamilla, recommended. Joanna Giselle Garabay. Nicholas Tysell Garrett Jr., cum laude, recommended, avid graduate. Jonathan O'Neill Giddens, recommended. Marilyn Marie Gowert, recommended. Samuel Gomez, distinguished, avid graduate. Celeste Ruby Gonzalez Diaz, recommended, avid graduate. Jamarion Deteria Gori, recommended. Brianna Nicole Gothard, recommended. Cameron Gowan, recommended, avid graduate. Marisha Green Sutton, recommended. Jaquelis Marquise Grice Legrand, recommended. Isabel Jasmine Guarin, recommended. Monica Renee Guerrero. Michaela Natalia Brienne Hamilton, recommended. I'm Unique Ariel Hamlin, recommended, 3-year graduate. Nathan Bryce Hanohano, recommended. Torian Keyshawn Rayford Hansen, recommended. Isaiah L. Harper, recommended. Kyra Ray Harris, recommended. Marlena Paulette Hayes, recommended, avid graduate. Trenton J. Helt, recommended, avid graduate. Morgan Nicole Henry, cum laude, recommended. Amarani Hernandez, cum laude, distinguished. Brittany Brianna Hernandez, distinguished. Jose Hernandez, recommended, avid graduate. Nestor Hernandez, cum laude, distinguished, avid graduate. Michelle Herrera, recommended. Shayla Ane Hilliger, distinguished. Harold Emmanuel Hicks. Jalen Marquise Hicks, recommended. Rontavion Kawan Hickson, recommended. Jeffrey Natron Hill, recommended. Tweet Mai T. Ho, magna cum laude, distinguished. Kara Denise Marie Howard, distinguished avid graduate. Lauren May Huck, recommended. Cassandra Naomi Ibarra, distinguished. Tylidra Chantil Irving, cum laude, distinguished. Rebecca Lynn Iverson, cum laude, recommended. Aaron Javon Jackson, recommended. Janae Jashay Jackson, recommended avid graduate. Khalil Jamal Jackson, recommended. Shahad Mohammed Jadola, recommended 3-year graduate. Kaylin Devon Jenkins, recommended. John Hayden Johnson. Jordan Taylor Johnson, recommended. Marquise Eugene Johnson, recommended avid graduate. Shatona Unique Johnson, recommended. Taylor O'Neill Johnson, recommended. Daquan Jones, recommended. Kesia Marie Jones, recommended. Kendall Ray Jones, magna cum laude, distinguished avid graduate. James Kaiser. Caitlin Marie Kaiser, recommended. Christian Allen Kopinski, recommended. Giovanni Lagunas, recommended. Matthew Taylor Land, recommended. Kayla Tamia Laws, recommended. Brian Tran Lee, magna cum laude, distinguished. Mai Lee, recommended. Isabella Rose Lee, recommended. Michael J. Lewis, recommended. Coop Za Leon. Fernando Lopez, recommended. Gladys Lopez, avid graduate. Julissa Lopez, avid graduate. Damie Luck Love, distinguished avid graduate. Valerie Alexis Lumbreras, recommended. Prosper Fat Long, cum laude, distinguished 3-year graduate. David Russell Lyman, recommended avid graduate. Mikhail Andreas Macias, recommended. Mamina Madobi, distinguished avid graduate. Brandon Madrid. William Alexander McGee. Luan Truong Mai, recommended. Lauren Marquez, magna cum laude, distinguished. Jose Octavio Martinez, cum laude, distinguished. Mariana Martinez, recommended. Meredith Alexandria Martinez, magna cum laude, recommended. Samantha Lee Martinez, recommended. Carnell Mason. Laren Arlene Masters, cum laude, recommended. Allery Marlenice Mays, recommended, avid graduate. Lauren Elizabeth McGowan, cum laude, recommended. Lauren Nicole McQuarters, cum laude, recommended. Megan Denise Medina, cum laude, recommended. Sarah Marie Melton, cum laude, recommended. Marcos Mendez, recommended. Jonathan Edwin Mendoza. Sierra Renee Matuire, recommended. Christina Miranda, recommended, avid graduate. Patricia Deanna Miranda, recommended. Stephanie Miranda. Sienna Beatrice Moifali, distinguished. Caleb Jermaine Moore, recommended. Elia Beatrice Morales, recommended. Marlene Suhe Morales, recommended. Mateo Moreland, recommended, avid graduate. Alexis Naomi Moreno, recommended. Ariana Danielle Morris, recommended. Jalen Lamar Morton, recommended, avid graduate. Dahlia Musa, distinguished. Natalia Munoz, recommended. Oscar Munoz, recommended. Monica Murataya, cum laude, recommended. Asa Gray Murphy, recommended, avid graduate. Bane Samba Movi, recommended. Jimmy Wynn, cum laude, distinguished. Joanna Wynn. Johnny Wynn, cum laude, distinguished. Katie Fong Wynn, recommended. Lan Hong Wynn, cum laude, recommended. Quinn Kwok Wynn, recommended. Tang Duck Wynn, recommended. Tri Kao Wynn, recommended. Laura Marie Nichols, recommended. Elena Maria Nunez, recommended. Dion Chukwemeka Nuafelu, cum laude, recommended. Emily Oduang, distinguished. Brianna Nicole Oliva, recommended, avid graduate. Angelica R. Oliveira, recommended. Elsie Liseth Oroxum, recommended. Andrea Chavette Orr, recommended. Kevin Ortega. Isabel Lore Awoma Owinga, recommended. Brianna Raquel Owens, recommended. Ama Ajiman Owosu, cum laude, distinguished. Yasmin Marie Pacheco, recommended. Amanda Padilla, magna cum laude, distinguished. Delbert Charles Page, recommended, avid graduate. Jesse Palacio. Brianna Ray Palacios. Allison Danae Papillon, recommended. Elena Lee Parker, distinguished. Armani Stefan Parker. Patrick Petraka, magna cum laude, distinguished. Lee Pham. Vivian Mi Van Pham, magna cum laude, distinguished. Mason Thomas Pickrell, recommended. Isaac Pena III, recommended. Taylor Corinne Piper, recommended. Carmen Arendira Ramirez, magna cum laude, distinguished. Samuel Mason Ramirez. Terrence Tremaine Randall, recommended. Jada Nicole Randolph, magna cum laude, distinguished. Mason Lee Reedham, recommended, avid graduate. Clayton Alexander Reese, recommended. Chloe Abigail Renty, recommended. Christian Andrew Reese, recommended. Marco Alberto Rios, recommended. Kevin Rivera, recommended. Joshua Joseph Robertson. Sabrina Jessica Robinson, recommended. Alexia Rodriguez, cum laude, distinguished, avid graduate. Felipe Rodriguez, recommended. Ivan Rodriguez, recommended. Ray Anthony Rodriguez, recommended. Roberto Rodriguez III, recommended. German Romero. Belin Renee Rubio, magna cum laude, distinguished. Edward Rubio, recommended. Francisco Salgado, recommended. Marissa Renee Sams, recommended. Anthony Sanchez, recommended. Tierra Janae Sanchez, recommended, avid graduate. Isaac James Sanders. Emmanuel Vernie Sonosi, recommended. Jose Eduardo Santibonez Escamilla, recommended. Antonio Santillan, recommended. Giovanni Gamliel Santos, magna cum laude, distinguished. Michaela Santos, recommended. Sinquis Nashawn Chardonnay Savage, recommended, avid graduate. Jeremy Michael Segovia, cum laude, recommended. Isaac Jared Shepard, recommended, avid graduate. Nicholas Evan Sherwood, recommended. Abdallah Shishani, magna cum laude, distinguished. Robin Latancia Skinner. Alyssa Nadine Slahit, cum laude, distinguished, avid graduate. Shoni Lamont Smith II, recommended. Fernando Soler, recommended. Maximilian Kekona Solorio, recommended. Clayton Anthony Stewart. Isanja Marlene Stewart, recommended. Kimberly Suniga. JC Nicole Swindle. Avion Dorsjay Taylor, recommended. Charlisha Kiana Taylor, recommended. Delisa Charnay Taylor, recommended, avid graduate. Nathan Scott Taylor, recommended. Ronald Howard Taylor III, recommended. Jimmy Jonas Chofo, recommended. Amy Zhao Thatch, recommended. Michaela Shabria Thomas, recommended. Joshua John Thompson, recommended, avid graduate. Kayla Janae Thompson, cum laude, recommended. Shelby Alonzo Torres. Anthony Min Tran, distinguished, avid graduate. Brandon Lee Tran, magna cum laude, distinguished. Danny Tan Chi Tran, recommended, avid graduate. Feng Tran, cum laude, recommended. Tram To Tran, recommended. Jacob John Trevino, distinguished, avid graduate. Phuc An Trin, recommended, avid graduate. Broderick Deshaun Tucker. Isaiah Kane Urzua. Julian Vasquez, recommended. Denzel Joseph Veal, recommended, avid graduate. Cynthia Villalobos, magna cum laude, distinguished. Alex Cao Vo, recommended. Rihanna Nicole Walker, recommended. Zoe Christine Wallace, magna cum laude, recommended. Daryl Arthur Whitfield. Alexa Simone Wilkes, recommended. Connor James Wilkins, recommended. Chaz Diego Williams, recommended. Faith Danae Williams, recommended. Curtis Wilson III. Christopher Alexander Wilson. Jocelyn Brene Wyndham, recommended. Larissa Elise Winfrey, recommended, avid graduate. Anthony Dwayne Young. Adrian Deshawn Smith. Erica Leanna Davis. Alexia Noel Rose, distinguished. Dylan Napoleon Gladney, magna cum laude, recommended. Kara Catherine Batko, cum laude, distinguished. Torian Jaquan Evans, recommended, avid graduate. Alyssa Joe Alvarado, recommended. Kayla Bergale Weary, magna cum laude, distinguished. Graduating number 12, magna cum laude, distinguished, avid graduate, Soo Yun Lee. Graduating number 11, magna cum laude, distinguished, avid graduate, Kim Tran. Graduating number 10, magna cum laude, distinguished, Mai Tao Win Lee. Graduating number 9, magna cum laude, distinguished, Chelsea Lauren Williams. Graduating number 8, magna cum laude, distinguished, Jonathan Alexander Figueroa. Graduating number 7, summa cum laude, distinguished, Diana Bit T. Doe. Graduating number 6, summa cum laude, distinguished, Michael Juan Vu. Graduating number 5, summa cum laude, distinguished, Tommy Phi Dao. Graduating number 4, summa cum laude, distinguished, Tran Bao Win. Graduating number 3, summa cum laude, distinguished, Hung Hu Tran. The salutatorian for the class of 2015, graduating summa cum laude, distinguished, Hillary Bowie. And the valedictorian for the class of 2015, graduating summa cum laude, distinguished, Naomi Hyder.
On behalf of Seguin's class 2015, we would like to thank our parents, administrators, teachers, and anyone else that has helped us reach this milestone and for sharing in this most auspicious occasion with us today. We first arrived on Seguin's campus as wide-eyed and curious fish. Now, 4 years later, we have accomplished numerous personal and collective achievements. One of my favorite quotes is, "Be the difference you want to see in the world." Class of 2015, we are the future. Today marks the end of our high school careers, but it also starts a new chapter in all of our lives. I encourage everyone to continue to make a difference wherever you go in life. I've never been more proud to be a part of Seguin Nation because it was not only my school, but my second family. I truly believe that everyone in this class will accomplish something great after today, and it is all in us because of the Seguin strong mentality. Will the student body officers please join me at the podium? Will the Seguin High School class of 2015 please stand? To symbolize our crossing over from students to graduates, will everyone please join me and move your tassel from the right to the left. It is my pleasure and distinct honor to present to you the classiest seniors that have ever walked the halls of Juan Seguin High School, the one, the only, the class of 2015.